What's happening, homies? WesTweli here. This time with special guests. Special guest, Crits and Chips, aka Crits, the homie. How are you doing this evening, Crits?
Doing all right. Just, chilling after doing some crew battles over on the side where I kind of owe Jeb some chicken tenders now because he took 7 stocks.
Because he took 7 stocks. Okay.
He took 7 stocks, so I now owe Jeb chicken tenders.
Yeah. So basically, thank you guys for joining us. We had a briefing mission. I don't know if Westhower's fixing the mic right now.
He's fixing it.
We're gonna keep piling through, but this is the Runback Funback. As you probably heard on commentary, I have had quite the long journey to get here. Kind of already explained my origin story today.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just been a really chill cave. So I figured in the spirit of like the chillness of the cave today, we're just gonna have a nice, just kind of friendly kickback stream. So we're happy that you guys are kicking it back with us and running it back week after week, just chilling in the chat. So if you're in the chat, man, let yourself be known because we're gonna be having a good time. You can actually use the hashtag WesTweli or Ask WesTweli on Twitter if you want to ask any questions. This is definitely the show to do it since we didn't do it last week. If you have any questions as well, we'll probably ask them. But the first question that I have for you, Mr. Crits, is how are you enjoying your cave experience so far today?
Today?
Yeah.
Didn't I just answer that?
Well, yeah, but like other than so you were talking about like a crew battle though. What was the crew battle? Was there a theme?
Oh,
it was over on commentary.
It was just a draft crew battle. You know, it was me versus Van.
Nice.
So, you know,
Which has been quite the rivalry.
Wasn't Wadi part of that too?
Wadi was part of it, but then Wadi was in Grands, and so he took Jeb instead. Yeah, Jeb was like, Wadi's a gym, and we're all like, Jeb, please.
Every time Jeb uses gym, it's like, the word's already dead.
It's so funny.
Worse. He like resurrects it from the grave.
Monster Reborn, all that.
I don't know. It doesn't feel right when he says it.
It's because
Jim.
And then you just look at him
like Jeb.
like I don't know, like you just
He jebs it up. That's
Yeah,
the
like,
problem.
Jebbing it up.
He's just a jeb. Like
Jebbing it up.
when he's a noun.
We're reclaiming the word
he's
Jim
a
and we're
verb.
just replacing it with Jeb.
Yeah,
Yeah,
basically.
but it doesn't mean the
It's the
same.
same.
It's just like you're just a jeb.
You're just
like,
a
when you do
Jeb.
something silly and like kind of like humorous, like almost cartoon like.
Chicken?
Yeah.
Chicken?
But anyway, enough about. We have the best Lucas man in Virginia here with us right now. So
Damn right.
I mean, because honestly, at this point, Jeb really isn't a Lucas anymore.
Jeb just plays Bayo. He played Bayo in the crew battle. He played
crew battle.
Blayonade.
You're not supposed to play your main in a crew battle.
Oh.
You're not supposed to play a main in a crew battle.
What?
Whatever.
If Wadi was playing, he was going Jigs. Because we were like, we're not going to let you enter the crew battle and play you too.
Yeah.
Oh, that would have been some stuff.
But you went to Fantastic as well, a local that everyone's kind of used to seeing your face there with the Fantastic Classic.
Hey,
One
yo.
of my favorite commentary duos. But I don't know, how was your guys' last Fantastic? I saw in the bracket you went on a bit of a run. Can we talk about that?
Oh, well. I had to fight Rags and winners, and I was like, okay. So I get up aired, up beat, normal Rags things. From
Instead this time, I get into the
See, I'm
speech.
I'm
You're going to the bus.
I'm afraid of heights, so I don't like ladders. So that's why I'm picking up. Just kidding. No. No. But then after I lost to Rags, I was like, no. So then I fought. Who did I fight? Lemon. I fought Lemon.
Lemon doing pretty well tonight as well.
Lemon's been doing well.
Matchup?
Campy.
Yep.
You run away, and then we don't die until 170%, and then one of us just gets a straight hit at that point. Lucas can't grab, and Mega Man can't really just throw stuff out because you're just like, oh, I'm Lucas, let me just air dodge. Hi, Twelly. Anyways.
Spotted.
I had to fight. Who else did I fight? I fought Contro to get into top 8.
Yep.
No, I fought Contro in top 8, and that was some close stuff there.
Yep. How were you able to avoid some of the confirmations and stuff, like into the Shoryu and stuff? Were you just fading back?
Oh, I just ran away.
Hey man, that's what you gotta do.
I mean,
Rob made, so I know the drill.
like, as Lucas versus Ryu, it's weird. Lucas has multiple multi-hits, such as down air, nair, PK fire. But if you wait for him to land or wait for him to pop out of focus, you can zare him into grab, and because he's so heavy and a fast faller, it works really well. Not just that, but like just fade back PK fire, fade back fair. He can't focus your fair if you're jumping backwards. and just being a general nuisance and kind of like a little bee buzzing around. I'm like, pew pew pew.
Yeah, Ryu does struggle in that game. You know, it is like around that time in summer too, where you're sitting around that picnic, and there is that one bee, that one fly, that one gnat that does not go away. You're trying to hit it, just cannot. It's too fast, and that's what it seems like that matchup really is. Yeah, especially with the air mobility with Lucas.
So this is kind of random, but since I have the both of you guys here, I want to talk about my only contribution to you guys' commentary ditto is I was the one who penned the name Fantastic Classic. But like, I want to know, how did you guys get started on commentary, and what makes like I think I asked this in doubles a lot. What makes the team comp work? But like, I don't know, man. I really like you guys' chemistry. But I don't know. How did you guys get started? Just doubles commentary, or just commentary in general? Sorry.
It's funny because we asked each other this.
We don't remember. We just
from what I remember vaguely, like back then in the month of May of 2016, I was a real scrub commentating. From what I remember back then,
We had a can and a string, and that's how we commentated the bracket.
we had some uncomfortable headsets. You remember those? Those were fun.
oh yeah.
They were fun.
But yeah, I just remember being the first person like at Fantastic being like, yo, I love to commentate for you guys because I was already there. He went to the tournaments when they were at Hard Times, but then we got the new venue because Hard Times kicked us out.
Basically.
Long story short, better venue. Only con about it was that when you got knocked out early, you can buy like $5 wings.
Yeah, but there's still food around, so you can still go get food and chill. I mean, yeah. I know I tipped a waitress like $20 when I was there once, and they were like, "Really?" And I was like, "From one server to another,
Yeah, but
take the
regardless,
20."
The same thing.
I forgot that. I remember finishing my first grands was with actually Gold Liner,
Gold, yeah.
and then it was you, and then it was Van, and then you kept getting on the mic afterwards, and I just don't know why, but it was like it wasn't working out. We just kept getting better and better and better on the mic. Like every week, it was a current thing. Like I would look forward to it. Like I would get up and like head off of work, but hey, I get to commentate with that.
Yeah.
And then if you guys even know the meme at the time for Fantastic Casa with the where it was so on the fly. And, honestly, when I look back at that every time, like every now and then on my computer, I'm just like, well, how did we even pull that?
We just had synergy. We're just like, let's go, friend power. Woo.
Well, that's when you knew.
I feel like Fantastic, like I don't know, the Fantastic Store is kind of like that venue where things like that happen. Then I just really like how
The beginnings.
how chill like the vibe is there. It's just fun too because you're able to. What I like about you guys in particular too, you guys are really great at just like letting the match speak for itself, and also finding your little pockets of space in which you guys just create like fun moments out of thin air. So
Well, I kind of like my first introduction into esports was actually Dota. So my commentary style comes from the fact that I wanted to commentate Dota when I first started getting into esports and whatnot. And most of that is theory crafting and talking about little interactions here or there. And then when something happens, that's when you start talking about the actual game. Because you don't need to talk about every little thing. The game can talk for itself. In neutral, you can talk about the little interactions like, oh, Wadi moved forward, or he perfect pivoted, or Promelia pinned away, yada yada. But like when they're staring down at each other, moving back and forth, you don't need to talk about every little thing, because then it just gets tedious. And in Dota, that's kind of where I crafted my commentary style, and where I've got the idea that I wanted to be a commentator. So that's theory. Theory mainly is what we do.
Yeah, and that's one thing where people listen to our commentary. They like when you look back at it, a lot of times. Like, a lot of the matches we've seen before, other things you'll see there because MDVA, no Fiends, and we have stacked tournaments.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll be seeing a lot of the same faces. And a lot of times we'll let the matches kind of speak for themselves, and we'll just be talking about, like, generally when something ridiculous happens, something really good happens, we'll talk about that. But we'll also be talking about, like, sometimes, like, what do you think of Korn and this tech here on the platform?
Mm-hmm.
But Torn's not even on the screen really. But you know, it's a different type of commentary, but it's like it's showing it's good. You know, like
It's something that we're trying to build as our own kind of style.
obviously we can
play-by-play hype style jokester type.
We'll just be trying some new things every time. I feel like trying new and putting something new every time. Just like when you get that the huge when you go to say for example McDonald's, oh I'll take the number 2.
Yeah.
You know, oh, I'll take
But sometimes you don't need to get like 2 McChickens every time. Sometimes you want to try the new parfait or something. You know, sometimes you got to get like that weird wrap. It's probably not good.
And that's the beautiful thing about commentary too.
Or you want to get 3.
You can always try something new. You don't know what's gonna happen. You don't know what's gonna come up. What joke you thought of in your head. What analysis you've seen, or what analogy you can make. It's all adapting, all freestyle.
So let's specifically also talk about the tournament. One of my, I think probably if I had to pick, it's easily a top 3 tournament of this past year. Fantastic Classic at the Fantastic Store in Billings. Let's talk about that tournament in general, but also just the top 8 that you guys had.
Talk about the Fantastic Classic.
Yeah, because you guys did do top 8 there.
We did top 8. We also commentated triples, which was that was fun and chaotic and very silly. But it's always great to kind of just like let loose and be silly, and then be serious later when you need to.
Sometimes you just gotta get it out.
Yeah, especially for the first thing of the day. Like I came in, I was like, you know what? I was gonna just kind of casual, but like, no, let's go.
Also, Wes, you came in with that bow tie too. Like
bow
you
tie,
were
suspenders.
Oh man, it was.
Yeah, we were matching.
Yeah, I had my pink bow tie. Well, Westhower's pink bow tie.
I think I wore like a hoodie. That was it. I was
but
like,
yeah,
well,
like,
there's
and
levels.
then I'm sitting here, you see this guy all dressed up and he's commentating triples. Like, what's going on, man?
Like,
but,
only MDVA.
that was a fun day. But yeah, Fantastic Classic. And that was the day where it really turned my whole ideology around doubles around. Where I was like, doubles, it's all right. But just commentating that top 4, WesTweli here actually really
that was the best doubles that we saw all year.
Some of the best doubles I've seen in the history of Smash 4, honestly.
Yeah, it's on YouTube. I think, honestly, Fantastic's YouTube is like criminally underwatched.
Yeah.
There's so many sets on there, so many interactions and people doing things that you wouldn't really expect them to do in a lot of those sets. And also lots of different commentary styles as well, since we usually only get top 8 now. And most other people kind of like, you've got new people coming in.
It's a great place to lab it out, experiment, try new things, Yeah,
so. In game and in commentary.
Yeah.
So,
anything, Crits, that you particularly just enjoy about commentary while we're just on the topic? Anything that you feel that if you had to give like a 30-second, this is probably a better question. If you had to give like a 30-second sales pitch of your commentary to the people, what kind of things would you describe? Or I guess maybe West is a better advocate for this, because sometimes it's hard to really tell what your secret sauce is, But
well, do you want to go first and then me?
Sure.
All right.
For 30 seconds for myself, I'd say I'm probably like a more theoretical, colorful commentator. I'll have jokes, but then I'll talk about theory more so than I'm going to do play-by-play. Like, I'm not a play-by-play commentator. Joke. Talk about interaction. Back to theory.
but chat, let me know where we cut off exactly, so I can kind of start back where we were. Otherwise, TLDR, very good support commentator, very analytical, like he said, and the color, man. 28 pack instead of the 12. It's not all. It's not the rainbow, man. It's the rainbow, but I don't even know how to describe it.
Yeah. Okay. So.
Not even know what kind of rainbow, man.
I guess as a final question, because as I said, it's been super casual, and I was so happy too when I was like, because we didn't. I was on vacation. I didn't do my homework, which is kind of akin to how I was in high school or whatever. But I was like, we're having the homie. We're having not only a homie on, but sometimes we have players on, and they're not used to like getting a chance to kind of shine in the spotlight. But like I was like, Crits, you throw him in. He's a commentator. He already shines so much. So like I don't feel as bad about just like kind of freestyling his questions and everything. But the final one that I would like to leave you with is. So you've had quite the journey as a player, as a commentator, as a homie. I mean, we didn't even talk about doubles too, but you're quite a threat in doubles as well. But I guess out of all of this, in your past like year, 2 years or so of Smash, how would you describe how this game, what this game has taught you about life in general, and how you've grown because of this game?
When I first started playing Smash, I had basically just gotten out of high school, I believe, because the game came out my senior year, and then college had started up. So I was playing in the middle of college, working, and then doing Smash. So Smash was kind of on the back burner for a while, and I started from the lows of the lows. When I say the low of the low, I mean I was worse than For Glory.
No, let me tell you, I remember playing him actually at hard times. The first time I played him, and I was like, all right, just another guy, man.
I was really bad, and
but
like
he has made leaps and bounds since then. This man has climbed the mountains of the skill mountain, I would like to say.
Thank you.
He's definitely getting there, especially what we're going to be talking about later with this past week on the Runback for covering all the tournaments. We're going to be seeing him probably even possibly MVP of a tournament this
Who
week,
knows?
So.
No, the main thing that this game has probably taught me is to just keep working at it. As cheesy as that is, it's like, okay, know what you like, know what you want to do, know where you want to go, and keep going. You might trip and fall, you might get hurt sometimes, and sometimes you might even give up here or there. Sometimes you just need a week off, or think to yourself, okay, today I SD'd in bracket. I'm going to play this character just because they're fun. Do that sometimes. That's what I did today because I SD'd in bracket, and I was like, well, I don't want to get myself tilted. Understand where you want your mentality to be and keep at it. That's what this game's taught me, basically.
And that's the thing about Smash that's crazy is a lot of times it can teach you life lessons.
Yeah.
From playing a video game and just trying to be good at a party game.
Children's party game.
I mean, shining example, look at Promelia, able to take it in winner's side, take a set off of Wadi. One of our previous Runback guests, somebody who's been at it week after week, and then finally, I mean, today was his day. We saw him change up characters as well and stuff. I mean, you've seen him take breaks. You've seen the long process that he's had as a player. But, I mean, he was somebody, too, who's just like random Corin. And then, like, just the grind and just leveling up. So, I mean, it's
slowly getting up there.
Yeah, so like, it's achievable.
Yeah, it was funny because when I heard them when I was writing the stream and Wadi got up after the set was over in Winners Finals, he was like, you know, out of all the people that could have beat me or that I saw today, he was like, you're the one that has a great chance of beating me today.
Yeah.
And he did. Wasn't looking as good in Grands, but Wadi, literally, like I said, you know, she is Wadi's ult. Like, she just presses that Q and he goes in. But, like, at this point, it was some Mercy type of resurrection. Like, she came out from the computers all the way in the back.
Let's go, Wadi!
The whole team was wiped. She pressed left shift in, like, where's the Mercy? Kill the Mercy. Nope, she cannot kill the Mercy. Heroes never die. And
Wadi never dies.
Wadi never dies. Came in with that 6-0. He didn't die. Not dropping a game in that set, so.
Yep.
Yeah, it was, I came over because I was doing the crew battle on the side, and I was watching it, and I was like, let's go Promelia. And then I saw Wadi get some wadizzling things, such as spikes. And I was like, oof. It's always rough. But hopefully Promelia keeps his head up. He got one of his sets,
Mm-hmm.
and he can only rise from here.
Exactly.
Of course.
And like he saw how happy he was. I don't know if I switched it back in time when I was running the stream, but from what I saw, he was so happy.
I saw his
He was
tweet.
pumping his fists. Yeah, if you follow him on Twitter, you see his tweet at the time where it happened. Very ecstatic about getting that, and that's not an easy feat at all. I mean, number 46 in the PGR, but we all know Waddy Shrewsko, possibly a top 20 player
Definitely,
in
I'd
the
say.
world. Just doesn't make it out to enough events. Which, by the way, if you can help out Waddy,
Please
get to
send that
Evo.
man to Evo. Like honestly, like he's
Yeah, on
somebody
his
who's put in
Twitter,
the
he has a
work.
GoFundMe right now. I know there's a few days left, but if you guys are awesome enough, help him get that goal in just that a small amount of time. He has the real homies, and like we said earlier in that Runback just a few episodes back. Be a homie.
Be a homie for sure. And
Let's do
so
it.
I'm just happy that you were able to come here, come through Crits, be a homie, be available, and I'm just really happy that we got a chance to shine some of the spotlight. By the way, the lighting in here since I was last year has been beautiful. We're all glowed up already. But
Shoutouts to Panda.
Panda
always.
the God.
Shoutouts
Always.
to the man.
Building us a cage match in here. Like
Yeah, right.
Basically.
But basically, when you're getting called a match in the main on the stream, you're literally getting called to a cage match.
That's a tongue twister.
Yeah, really.
But we
I say that 3
appreciate
times really fast.
we appreciate you being on the show. Is there any final thoughts that you'd like for the people, and also where can not only they find you on Twitter, but also where can they just see you at locals, or what's next for Crits?
Typically, you'll catch me at Fantastic Weekly and The Cave.
Okay.
Maybe sometimes on a Tuesday. I'll be at Xanadu.
I'm sorry.
Since you're asking in the chat what control setup I use for Lucas, I have L set to jump, which I never use. It's just set to jump for when I scratch my nose.
Before we you go even further, I remember that happened to me at SmashCon. In the very first SmashCon, I was playing friendlies with this guy. He's putting in all these intricate controls, and I'm just like, well, okay. Then when I was putting in my controls, I put in L for jump, and I'm like, I never use it, but it just makes me look cooler. Anyways,
I do it because sometimes I'll scratch my nose in bracket. I'm like, I want to jump and not air dodge because it used to be on shield. I have X for grab for tethering, and then Y's jump for me. It can be vice versa for whatever you think. And then it depends on the type of Lucas you want to be. I want to be a more technical combo-based Lucas, so I have tilt stick. I used to use B-sticking, so I had special stick on my C-stick. But now I went back to just having one tag rather than two, because I did have the muscle memory for 2 different tags for every character, and then Lucas by himself. So that's basically
All right.
it.
And then for Twitter,
Crits and Chips.
good name by the way.
Thank you.
As a Scottish person, I'm a fan. You know.
credits
the
and
word.
chips.
Crits and chips. Like,
Credits and
I
chips.
just very enjoy.
that's what my granny eats every Friday. Every Friday, my granny goes down to the chippery. She gets herself some fish, some chips, maybe a fried Mars bar. When I would go to Scotland, I'd get myself a wee. They take a little personal pizza. They throw that because they can't cook anything, and they sit it in the fryer, fry it up for a little bit, and you got yourself a crispy pizza. So, you know, when I think of Crits and chips, I think of the crispiest commentator I know. Crits, honestly, you're doing a great job, kid. You're going to go far. So I thank you so much.
What's ironic is that aren't you Greek?
I am Greek. Thank you very much.
I don't know how to do a Greek accent. I don't know.
I don't know. They just kind of talk and they're just jovial, and then they're smoking like 12 cigarettes.
So how is Crits Greek, but we've never taken him to Halal Guys?
I've been
He's
to
been to
Halal
Halal
Guys.
But I haven't eaten there with you.
Yeah, like, that's the thing is like you have to come there with.
We were there earlier today, and
It's kind of like a weekly thing now.
Yeah.
Like even if like one of us don't get anything, we're still there because even just the smell and the aesthetic of Halal Guys,
It's my aesthetic.
it just.
Next week.
Next week.
All right.
See us there. We will run it back every week.
Come to Halal Guy.
By the way, this WesTweli, the run back is specially brought to you by Halal Guys. Halal Guys, if you want quick, affordable, delicious Mediterranean food, a bit of spice in your life, look no further. Right
And
outside
all
of
the white
cave.
sauce you want.
All the white sauce. And so right now, you have me and Chris,
Chris dying
the
here.
white sauce.
If you know Crits, he loves the other side of the spectrum.
Anyway.
Let's get him wild now. Let's go wild.
Hey, man.
Hey man. Hey man.
Why do you cut away to the E voice? Hey, man, it's good while.
That's one thing I hope people notice that I do. Like I call an E, not call him out, but I put that in so people know that I get that from the E. I try to sound just like him just for that because I'll be like,
No, Adam, don't look.
Don't look. Hide your face. Chill.
Man.
Anyway.
yep. that cap of pride is literally crits. So,
Yep. So anyway,
our crits type that, by the way.
thank you for being here, bud.
All right.
Of course, hugs all around. Thank you for being here.
Oh, I had Jeb today earlier. Jeb was like, "Tweli."
By the way, if you want to
Jeb.
ever do, kind of off topic, ever want to do a good Jeb impression, like even if it's not the best, just crack your voice like once in a sentence and you're good.
Say
Like, hey, Trolley.
Oh, you gotta go. Oh,
Yeah,
say something
and
about chicken
add that.
tenders.
Yeah.
I'll make it authentic. Do your best Jeb voice. This way, the final thought. Final thought.
But yeah, also final shout out to the Jeb voice.
Chicken?
There we go. Hey, we'll take
yeah.
it. We'll take it.
Did I tell you the story behind the chicken thing?
The chicken tenders?
No, just in general, like when he said chicken.
Chicken?
So the story behind that with Jeb is when I took Wadi and Jeb when I first took them to Xanadu, excuse me, and then we were going to Wawa afterwards. He's like, "What's a Wawa?" I'm like, "You don't know what Wawa is?" So I took him to Wawa, and he's like, "What do they got here?" And he comes down the little touch screen, just messing around with it. And he doesn't know what he's doing. He's just going, "What do they got here? Oh, they got chicken!" And so, oh wow, like it echoes through all the walls in the Wawa.
Everyone in Maryland
Yeah.
turns and they're just like,
all the chefs behind, they're like, they're all
the
confused,
chefs in Wawa.
They're like the Wawa
chefs with their
we have we have chicken.
The OG Jeb quote. It's the OG Jeb quote.
Actually, quite a few Jeb quotes have been in that specific Wawa.
That's a great Wawa. That's an iconic Wawa.
It really is.
The Wawa.
But yeah, top again. Final shout outs for the people.
One thing that I want to say though, because
Love
we
you
had
all.
Jeb the villain, I want to know,
I'm the hero.
heroes or villain? Hero?
I'm a hero.
You're the hero people.
Okay, what would you say on it?
You're neutral.
Thank you.
I'm Westhower, the rogue.
All right. But yeah, Charlie, hero, villain.
Hero.
Yeah.
Straight up hero.
Well,
I
honestly-
can't be bad if I wanted. I tried it for 2 seconds. It didn't work.
Yeah, he tried to be villain. I mean, like, first off, I'm not a villain, or I'm not a hero. Second, like, you're too much. The acronym, by the way, guys. You're literally too much of the epitome of homie to be a villain. So, anyway.
Yeah.
I couldn't think of something. I was trying to think of something. I was like, I don't
Anyway,
know.
the epitome of homie, Crits. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Peace out, y'all.
All right, man. That has been our special guest. I like that cutaway. I almost felt like I was at Xanadu and like a trailer was about to happen.
Oh, yeah.
Go get some food. Drive safe home. Also, while we're at it, can you pass me... What a
He's
fiend.
fiending.
Also, I was going to ask, can you slide over in these comfy DX racers to pass me my Red Bull so I don't fall asleep? Man, what a guy. Crits, as I said, he's respect. Exactly 0. Respect to the kid. But yeah, this is the Runback Funback episode. What are we on? Are we on like 5 or 6?
Technically, this is 6. Because unless you want to count the PR reveal.
Dude, it's all over the
episode.
place. PR reveal is a 0.5.
Yeah, it's a 0.5.
We have episode 0.
So it's 4.5 last week.
There's hidden episodes already. We're not going to talk about those. But
Rip.
whatever.
Rip.
If
you guys were there for those.
F in the chat, honestly, for to pay respects for the lost episodes. But real homies were there, so we're not even concerned.
Yeah, if you guys were there for those lost VODs, like episode 1, episode 3,
they're special.
they're special.
They're in
We
the-
respect you guys.
they're in
you
the,
guys are part of dead history.
They're in the cave vault, and then 20 years from now, we'll bring them out like a Disney, you know.
No, it's like a time capsule in the storage, man. Well, they'll be there somehow, some way. Hopefully, Twitch somehow fixes that.
We've had so many good run-back episodes. First, we started burning them, burying them, and now we just give them away. Anyway, just, I don't know, thank you guys for still chilling. This will be kind of a later one. We're going to kind of... The results of the past week haven't been too all over the place. It's okay, though. The summer's been heating up. We will start, I guess, with Anvil. Normally how we start out the week. I did not see a TGS.
TGS, the reason why is
Because
there is no
closed?
TGS right now.
RIP.
TGS, basically the reason behind it was the place that TGS is at was kind of a bad neighborhood. And there was a shit up. Yo, they were pretty shook about that, so trying to find either a new place. I'm assuming trying to find a new place before having heard the TGS. So, we'll see. I heard Hero is trying to have like
One at his house?
Yeah, at his house.
What a homie as
So
well.
we'll see about that. I don't know.
But yeah, I don't know.
We're starting at Anvil.
Best of luck for that. But Anvil, okay, so actually, a proper start to this past week of Smash would actually be just roll with it.
Oh yeah, just roll with it. No good.
But speaking of which, we had
and Snape. Snape.
Oh my God.
Snape.
So basically, I told Beans before this happened. All right, so slide over. Actually,
Why does he look like an emote?
dude, because you just got the sub affiliation. That's why.
Yeah. By the way, sub the party in the box. Yeah.
Sub to party in the box, but actually slide over. We have a mic. Panda, can you throw the microphone on, please? So I told Beans earlier, it's basically going to be like it's like Mario Party, and we accidentally just fell on the Beans square, and now he gets like 5 minutes in which he interrupts the stream.
Oh, he's like DK. It's a play my mini game now.
Basically.
Mini game, and if you win, you might get a star. If you lose,
Dang, we got to get that star.
I don't know, dude.
Say it again.
Well, that was awkward. I said it. You're on my space.
I don't even think. I still don't hear you. I don't even know if you're on. Yeah, I don't hear you.
Bam.
So say it on there real quick. You got it.
I got this. All right. Hello. Okay. So what I was saying
like
was.
Beans.
What I was saying was.
He looks like some. Yeah, he kind of looks like the fucker right in the pussy. I'm sorry. Hey, they say that in PG-13 movies. Well, not
They
the
say
whole
the F word
sentence.
once.
Yeah, but not the whole right in the esports.
Right in the
Anyways.
esports. What I'm saying was, you landed on my space. And now you got to play my mini game. You might win a star. You might win
He looks
nothing.
like some wannabe Riddler.
Batman.
Batman.
Riddle me this.
No, yeah, it's like he almost sounds like the Joker, like Heath Ledger Joker, but without all the lip licking. My fault.
I wonder how chapped his lips were after each day of acting. Because when you lick your lips a lot, they just get so dry. It's just like, Aaron's not good. Like that's how I feel.
Oh my god. But this is my Runback invasion. Now we're talking about Jokers. Tully's typing away. Westhower, how are you doing?
So why did I do that impression so?
You did it really well.
Aaron's not good, Patrick. Aaron's not good. Biggie. It's like, I need what?
Wallet. Oh my gosh. I can only talk through chat. Ha ha ha. She had the straightest face typing that.
LOL.
That's how I laugh, but in real life.
Ha ha ha. No, it's like the broken laugh box machine in SpongeBob 2. The ha ha pff, ha ha pff, ha ha. All right.
I just imagine
Anyways,
robot crabs.
I don't even know what's going on right now. We were supposed to do an analysis.
Ravioli.
Ravioli. Give me the formioli. It's like, do I get the formula yet? Not yet. Wow. That's one of the funniest scenes because he's just so straight. The whole machine. Wow.
I know Beans always reads the chat out loud. I mean, it's a stream habit, man. This is.
It is a stream habit.
I mean, whoa. I need sleep, dude.
Dude.
PG-13. Ravioli. Anything Tully types, it's like baited. I look like I'm about to sell or have done meth. No. The sub button life. The sub button life. The sub
Tell
button
us what it's like to have a. So wait, so
you have a
someone.
sub button too, probably.
I'm not affiliated.
What is sleep? I don't know. You're not affiliated?
I
Just-
stopped before
just stream
affiliation was really a
Just
thing.
stream like twice, and you'll get it. Probably. That's what I.
But yeah,
do.
someone explained to me exactly what happened with that because everyone was saying, I have a sub button. And I'm like, wait, how come everyone's getting partnered? They're like, oh no, they're getting the Twitch affiliate. So I'm like, can you elaborate on that real quick?
So I was an affiliate, and Twitch was like, you know what? I'm gonna go full Oprah. You get a sub button. You get a sub button. You get a sub button. Everyone gets a sub button. And so Beans is like, word.
So is there a difference between partners and affiliates still?
It's like I've heard people call it like a diet. I don't know why I'm holding this because it's cool. I heard people call it like a diet subscription. You know. Beans, where is Grimace?
So, all right, what you need to do is have someone go back at this and cut that exact face.
For the
and
emote.
make it an
For the
emote.
emote. Yeah. I'm just rocking it right now, man. I'm just like.
But yeah.
Gonna make every. This is like the HD. Like this is the Beans emote generator. It's like I'm just gonna make random faces randomly.
It's like, why are all these with sunglasses?
What the hell? I'll be like, I don't know.
when you get the spike re. All right.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah.
Grimace. No one needs to know about this.
But yeah. So apparently, like, they're making it that much easier because honestly, people don't realize like when you're throwing bits, making a big bit city on people's streams, that adds up.
It adds up, man. It's pretty high. I like
granted, like for affiliates, they don't get paid for 60 days. Unlike partners, where they get paid every 45 days. It's still like that helps people out. Those pennies add up, man. Big bit city.
Beans Shades needs to be an emote. Shady Beans. Just follow my stream, Zero Mythos.
Everyone follow the stream. But yeah, I honestly do not know where we're going with this now.
Well, he said 1 minute left. Final thoughts. Man, that's the weird question because I normally ask how people feel. My thoughts at the moment is I'm gonna go back, learn some Mario matchup. Oh wait, I should tell my story. So after a devastating,
like 30 seconds.
Really? Oh shit. Okay, so after a devastating loss against this Mewtwo guy whose name I forgot.
Gravity.
Gravity. I lost to Gravity. He's a super nice guy, but I wasn't feeling it because I was trying to be competitive, and then he's trying to kind of lighten me up, and I was like, okay, I'm kind of happy. And then I lost because I was like, I was in my own head way too much. Anyway, Beans went to his car to lay down, just kind of like recline, just think about life. And then I see this light shine through my window. I'm like, God? And it's like no, and it was a police officer, and I was like. 5
seconds.
He's like, you doing all right in here? 5 seconds? Okay. He's like, you doing all right? Do I have to talk so fast? I'm going to sound like an auctioneer. Oh, God. Okay, so you doing all right here, kid? And I'm like, yeah, dude, I'm fine. What's up? And he's like, have you been drinking? I'm just going to tell the story. Fuck the time limit. All right, no. So anyway, he's like, have you been we've had people in the parking lot drinking, like, are you okay? What are you doing? And I was like, I literally told him, I was laying back, I'm like, well, officer, you really want to know? And he was like, sure.
Really want to hear it?
No, yeah.
Do you really?
And I was like, officer. I started to reach in the back, and he looked a little nervous. And I was like, oh, don't worry, sir. It's a video game controller. And he shined his flashlight back there and then shined it back on me. And I was like,
just imagine him.
And I picked it up and like, I'm here.
Did you steal his glasses, by the way? That looks like a really, OD security. Like,
what are you doing here? Oh, my God.
He's probably like,
Smash Bros.
What are you doing here, sir?
No, I was like, I drove 2 hours. And he's like, really? You drove 2 hours? Let me finish. I drove 2 hours to play in a video game tournament up at the cave, up there. He's like, oh, up there? And I'm like, yeah. And he's like he was just like.
Did he actually put his glasses down?
He didn't wear glasses. He was just like shining his flashlight. He's like, really? 2 hours? Okay. He was ashamed of me. I felt like I was supposed to just feel bad that I drove 2 hours to play video games.
And you fucking lost?
And
what's wrong with you?
No, yeah. And he's like, so are you done? And he's like, no, and he was like, well, okay, we're just checking to make sure because there's been a lot of people drinking in the parking lot. Like, good luck at your tournament. And he's like, and I was like, oh, I'm out. And he was like, he kind of gave me this vibe like, really 2 hours? Like you drove 2 hours? And
he's just like, are you stupid?
Literally, that's what he did. He's like, all right, son, you get. I wasn't raised.
Imagine he's leaning in their car at this point. So, tell me about this video game.
No, he's probably he's leaning in. He's like, you should really just be doing drugs instead.
That's what he said.
No, I'm saying that's what he should have said. He's like, really, you're making the worst life decision. That is F tier.
I don't know where this is going.
But that's what happened to me outside at the cave, and I missed out on a crew battle because of it. But I think that situation really opened my eyes and taught me that Smash is not worth the 2-hour drive to lose to a Mewtwo. Shouts Gravity. He was a nice guy.
To a Mewtwo.
Cop legit roasted you harder than any commentator ever could. He did. He really did.
Yeah, and we eloquently talk crap about people, but he just straight up said it. Listen.
He was like, you drove 2 hours?
What are you doing?
I was like, all right.
What are you doing, man?
You know, officer, I already lost.
He's like, no, I don't care. I'm going to coach your ass.
Do you want me to?
He's like, do you know what game? No, I don't care. This super mash Sisters game that you're playing.
I really Match Sisters. I really wish I could have I really wish I picked them for questions because I've been like, have you ever been in a situation where you just like felt like a complete loser?
I wouldn't have done that.
No,
because then he would have been like,
I asked him for advice. I'm like,
go to the car, pee in this cup.
Pee in this, yeah. Do a drug test right now. I'm like, all right.
All right, man.
I probably seen like I was
no,
like,
I would have done it. Then I've been like,
aha! Like I am clean. I started to reach for the back, like in the backseat of my car. It's like a mess, and it's partially my fault. Not really. My glasses are gonna just okay. And so for some reason I have like a Yu-Gi-Oh beach towel from like forever ago, and there's like a fucking Yu-Gi-Oh ass towel in the back. There's like Cheerios. I'm like, no, I'm like, Cheerios aren't even mine. This is just you guys are learning too much about beans. Extreme life is hard.
It doesn't even look like beans.
Smash life is hard. You've been missed by spooky beans.
Wait. You know what he looks like? Hold on. Let me put in this email into the chat real quick. Hold on, after he puts in You know what I'm talking about? No, he doesn't look like that one, but I like that one. He looks like that Sheffy.
I'm making emote faces right now.
Let's see if you can find it. I'm pretty sure if you put in that Chevy, you can just find it. You're past it now at this point. Let me see.
Sometimes I can't look angry. Is that weird? You guys ever just like can't?
Yep, right
I feel like I go full Jaden Smith where I just look like sad. Like my eyebrows are just like fucking like.
That's what he looks like right now.
Wait, what do I look like? Oh, this is that Shades guy. Sneeb.
Alrighty.
Yeah, so.
You got a shoulder run.
I'm gonna hop off though.
Yeah.
Man, don't tell me you got a shoulder run. I know when it's time. And my time has come. I'm dropping the mic. Not really. Putting it on the table. So I'm gonna hop off, give the mic back to Tweli, sign language god. Follow me on twitch.tv/partyinnebox or Twitter and Twitter. I mean, Twitch if you want to watch me. Twitter if you want to hear me rant. All right, I'm peacing out. Thank you, Westhower. Thank you, Tweli. You guys run an excellent show. I like the layout. Check this. I can't do it, but it's like, psh, that one. Whatever. All right. Anyway, I'm out. Peace.
I was sitting on the stay frozen, but I was running out of breath. Yeah.
Oh my God. Anyway.
Oh, hey, never. You're just gonna sit here.
Yeah.
All right.
That was spooky. I don't know why I decided to like not talk at all during that.
I don't know. Like it was
random.
a lot of the stuff. Like,
look, man,
at
run
this
back,
point,
run back.
if you've been in these runbacks, you know, so a lot of times there's a lot of just spontaneous
Things happen.
moments.
Things happen.
These things happen.
We don't really know. It's just it's whatever. But good stuff to Beans. Our first official repeat guest on the Runback. How'd that happen?
Is it official though?
Unofficial. I don't know. Yeah, Wes, you definitely in the middle of my commentary knocked over like an entire sign just fell.
Well, I was moving the chair. I was like, I don't know why it was even up. Like that.
It was
that
a bit
thingy
hazardous.
was. So I just set it down.
Since Monday.
Hey man.
Hey man. So anyway, let's go through a couple of.
We're starting at Anvil.
We're starting at Anvil. So one thing that I like to point out, Anvil was kind of crazy. So one thing that I want to point out, Netfer did pretty well. Actually, one thing that he beat Mesa from Sova. And then he also took a game off of Contro, and he had like a weird kind of losers run. Actually, no. Maybe I was looking at a different bracket. Never mind. My homie Peachtree was there. That's actually really funny because he's F-Berg. But it was pretty regular. Sci-Fire gets a nice 3-2 win over Mallow. This was a weird Anvil because they did have Just Roll With It the Saturday before, which I will go over results for that. But everyone who went to Just Roll With It got home at like 7 in the morning or something wild like that because that tournament was just going on and on. So we basically had top 3, or let's go through the top 8 actually, but top 3 we did have Zephyr and Viceroy who were playing secondaries. Viceroy did go Rosa against Archie's Sheik, I believe, in kind of a serious set. And then rounding out 4th place we have Pancake Mix, I referenced him earlier on commentary, a.k.a. Manny, another really good, kind of slept on Meta Knight game.
Yeah, I was about to say Meta Knight.
And then Contro Sci-Fire sitting at 5th. And then we had Rocket and Mallow. Rocket probably the MVP of that set. So, I don't know, kind of just some usual suspects. But it was 31 entrants, and none of the heavy hitters that are usually at Anvil were even there. So, good stuff to Richmond, I guess, because there's so many names that I did not really even recognize in like the 25th, 17th, 5th or 13th kind of area, whatever. So, yeah, that was Anvil. We will move fast forward to Xanadu, which, by the way, giving a preference, I was on vacation. I didn't really watch too many sets.
Yeah.
My bad. Sometimes even exhausting. But
that's something I need to do. I haven't taken a vacation in about
do it.
2 years, almost 3 now.
I'd recommend. I talked with your dad, too. Your dad was like, we just went to Bahamas.
Yeah,
Bahamas.
they go.
It was sick.
They go. They'll be like,
"Dang."
Jay, we're going to Bahamas.
Wow.
Jay.
Oh, it was real nice. It was real nice. It was hot. It was hot.
What I love about my dad, he can never like actually say my name, like Jared. He goes, Jared,
Jared.
Jared.
That's funny.
But anyways, on Xanadu.
So Xanadu, we had winning it. We had special guest 6WX, the smoothest man in Smash 4.
Smooth 6WX, man.
Yep. Second place, Worthy Adversary. We did have Zach Darby, ZD, representing In Control. And then maybe next time we had Pink Fresh with a pretty good showing. And then Pink Fresh representing old MDVA. And then the new kid on the block, Minix, had a pretty good run.
I
We'll
would
talk
say
about that in a
Minix
sec.
doing a very good job. He wasn't here today.
Yeah, kind of unrare, but he can take a break. He's been
did very well this week in general.
Newly PR'd Minix, too, if you watched our
number 18.
mini episode that we had last week.
Yeah, you could look back at that VOD or follow our YouTube.
Is it up on that, too?
Oh, not yet.
Okay.
We're working
It'll
on
be
that
there.
stuff tomorrow.
But yeah, so that's pretty cool. And then we had at 5th place we had Seagull Joe and Qwerty. Qwerty doing pretty well to get up there too. I think Qwerty is somebody that we don't talk about enough. He is starting to get these consistent top 8s at Xanadu.
Yeah, for some
always
reason
sitting
it's
at 5th
always
or
at
so.
Xanadu too.
Yeah, I haven't really even seen Qwerty here or other places. We used to only see Qwerty like at the cave.
Fantastic.
Fantastic.
And then Fantastic didn't do too hot.
Maybe
last
it's a
night.
scheduling thing. I don't know.
Maybe.
But he's been showing up there. And then speaking of showing up, somebody that I've played before when I've showed up at Xanadu's, Blazing Pasta, the Ness main.
That Ness he's literally
He's
a
hot,
ball of
man.
hot fire.
Some hot pasta, man. Like he's wild.
Yeah.
Like I've played a lot of Ness mains, and normally you're used to just like you'll play Zerom and you'll mix it up, right? You'll play like average rando Ness main 44, and he'll just be throwing PK Fire, just doing random things, But when he played Blazing Pasta, that man just be like just throwing hands, using every spell in the book. Like
he's not afraid to get in your face.
The definition of a slobber knocker every time he plays.
That Ness specifically needs some main range.
The pasta is fuego, like straight up. Like he gets the Twelly sign of approval. But and then we had Dexter sitting at 7th place. But let's look at the bracket because there was some. Everything round 1 and 2 were pretty usual. Qwerty gets a nice 2-0 over Zephyr. Let's see. Anything else on winner's bracket? 6WX kind of plowing through. He takes out Logic as well, and then he beats Seagull Joe in the Sonic Ditto, which kind of seems par of the course.
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen Seagull win that Ditto. I'm not super sure. But and then we had Minix in winners. He goes through Minix goes through Brownie, Osiris, and then 2-1s Dexter, which I thought was pretty impressive. Dexter not able to defend the house against Virginia that time. Pink Fresh not losing to Seagull Joe this time, and he beats Blazing Pasta, loses to ZD. So as I said, it's pretty typical stuff as far as the winner's side of the bracket. And then in losers, there's a few runs. Dexter kind of went on a bit of a loser's run. He beats Dante, who is the resident Zelda main, who always makes it pretty far. Beats Tico, Logic, and then loses to Qwerty. Qwerty getting 5th place, a consistent staple. And then meanwhile, on the other side of the bracket, we had, we had Minix. He drops down after getting really far in winner's bracket. He beats Nature, beats Blazing Pasta, defending the house against Pennsylvania, and then beats Seagull Joe 2-0.
Yeah.
Which, I mean,
that's where
Seagull
I was
Joe,
actually pretty impressed with.
Yeah, that was the one win where I was like, ooh, okay, like another crown in his feather, honestly. So, yeah, I mean, he's just, Minix is improving. I used to say he was improving about 10. Now it's just like his growth is just like, it's wild. Like
I was saying on the mic yesterday, I feel like he could potentially be, the next Zero, man.
And I think he's going to spook some people if he keeps improving at this rate. And
I'm excited to see what he can do.
SmashCon.
Yeah, exactly, SmashCon.
And then the other regionals that we have, too. I mean, even, like, if you see, like, a Glitch 4 or something, like, I don't know if they're ready.
Upcoming Fantastic Classic, maybe, in the next few months.
Yeah, but if you don't know Minix, if you're tuning in from somewhere else, man, now you know. I'm not able to get the Bayonetta Ditto. That is kind of a weird Ditto. Pink Fresh, a little more experience in that. Pink Fresh loses to ZD, and as I said, ZD not able to take it this time. He does ZD, it's a 3-2 in winners finals when they met, and then 6WX had his number, 3-0s him. It happens. And then, so that fast forwards us to, I believe, Fantastic. Did you commentate Fantastic?
Yes, I did.
How was that tournament?
I commentated kind of the end of it. But top 8 was actually pretty interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I basically always love commentating Fantastic.
It's a good time.
It's where I started, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, top 8. We had Minix in top 4.
Mm-hmm.
Zephyr beating his demon, Rags.
Yep. And then 4th place, once again, consistent Minix. And then we had
at this point, Fantastic or the Cave, you kind of don't have to say who gets first place.
Yeah.
It's
Wadi.
Wadi.
Yeah, it's Wadi. Yeah.
But
Sorry, spoiler alert.
But Zerom and Nazo actually making an appearance this week.
Yeah, nice seeing them as well. We haven't seen a Zerom sighting at the
Minix
Cave in a
actually
couple of
beating
weeks.
Zerom.
Yeah, Minix with another win on Zerom, who, as I said, I feel like Zerom had some bad losses last season, but I still feel like might as well be PR'd. You know, he's still top 20 in my opinion. But I feel like we're having like almost like problems with like the top 5 in the tier list where there's about 10 characters that are like top 5.
Yeah.
I feel like we have 30 people who are top 20 in this region. Like, and that's just kind of how it is. But Zerom in 5th place. Crits special guest. I didn't even actually. I saw his upsets. I didn't realize he got that far in bracket. But what a performance!
Yeah, it
by
came out of
Crits.
nowhere. I was sitting here thinking like, "Yo, what's my commentating partner?" Then he comes in like with money. He's like, "I'm at 5th place," and I'm like,
Dude, earning money. I was talking with
Okay.
Azra earlier today. Something about even if it's like $9,
It feels
earning
good.
money from Smash. You're just like, yeah, man, that's that cookout
"No,
money.
like I said, like
that's that halal
when
money.
we were giving tips that one time I was playing
Yes.
of my band." Even there was just ones like we're thinking, "Yo, that's McChickens, man.
That is McChicken money.
Look, that's a cheeseburger, man."
I won Fantastic Doubles with Wadi. My ass went and I got a nice. I told myself I was only gonna get Baja Blast if I like won like actually first place to tournament, and so like playing with Wadi kind of cheat codes. But at that point, I was like, you know what? We had a hard Fantastic tournament. I got myself a. I asked for a regular size cup of Baja Blast. The lady like supersized it for no reason. Like she knew. It was the best tasting drink I've ever had in my life.
She's like, "You won a doubles tournament, didn't you? You won a doubles."
You know, you just roll up to the window and you look like a champion. So here you go. Here's a giant
No,
drink.
come up like a champion. I'll treat you like a champion.
Yeah, pretty much. So I don't know, man. And in 7th place, we have Z8 and Contra, more consistent things. And right on the cusp, we had Ash, Lemon, Jivo, and Blob, showing you how competitive it is. Those were 9th placers at a local. And honestly, I think Fantastic. It's one of the spookiest locals like in the region for sure. So let's see. Minix's run, he beats Gravity. He beats Chivo as well, and Ash losing to Wadi. And that was his winner's run.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile,
that by itself, great losers run.
yeah. And then let's see. Zerom beats.
Take care.
Oh, take care.
The MDVA
Zephyr-
hero, the leader of what will be hopefully the MDVA Civil War of the heroes versus villains, is leaving the building, leaving the base, or going back to his home base.
Yep. Speaking of which, I got to pull up Tant's post, too, because I got to remember what the top 3 is.
The top 3 was Pavilion top 3? He had to be.
Do you know who Heroes vs. Villains top 3? I can't remember.
Myself and
Somebody. I don't know. But, by the way, good win on Wadi today, bro. That was beautiful. But yeah, so I'll pull up that tweet as well. As we said earlier, I'm definitely. I tried to be a villain for a hot minute. It didn't really work out.
Literally,
so I'll be a
minute.
hero. Yeah, I feel like if anything, I probably could have been a top 3 hero. J-Dog though.
Should have been, honestly.
J-Dog, I was actually really happy. At first, I was like, that's kind of weird. I don't really think of J-Dog as like the force for good. But at the same time,
J-Dog,
but I
really
was like,
is.
once I really like thought about it, I was like, J-Dog's just one of the most genuine, nice people. Like I'm such an advocate. Like he's. I don't know.
King said a good point. He's like, is it possible for a commentator to be a villain?
Yeah. I
I
don't
don't
know.
know, but I don't know. King's a villain.
Tito a villain. King's a
Yeah.
villain.
Honestly, like Tito's one of those like Doofenshmirtz villains. Like,
Yeah.
like it's like I gave you 1 ice cube instead of 2. Like,
Ah.
I
That
don't know.
kills. But honestly, okay, so I know Tant's definitely scheming, but like I'm looking forward to like seeing whatever that kind of turns into. You already know, WesTweli and I, especially because we got voted in the poll, WesTweli and I will commentate any comic book, Civil War, heroic sort of villainous things, because that just sounds like a good time. We were talking earlier in the Runback episode, one of our early episodes, theme tournaments. We just want to see like a couple more opportunities to let some of these players that we see each week let a little bit more of their personality shine. So we're happy to shine a spotlight, whether villainous or heroic. We appreciate it. But yeah, so let's see what else though. Do we want to talk about the cave tonight?
Yeah.
Cave tonight was wild. Let's see if I'm on the right one. Yeah, Wadi, Promelia, Iota.
But yeah,
So-
some of the biggest things, Promelia actually, well, probably the biggest thing that happened today was Promelia taking a game off of Wadi, or not a game, a whole set
Yep,
off of Wadi.
in the
The
winners
first time
finals.
he's ever done that. Very ecstatic about that win.
Yeah, another big upset alert. I would like to give it. I was commenting how similar to Minnix as well. I think Flightless. We're not giving that kid enough credit because he had a nice win today over PR Scarlet in the Bayonetta matchup. And Scarlet, a player that I've seen take it over players like Black Yoshi. I mean, Minnix as well at times too. I don't know. He's Flightless has been improving a lot ever since I played him. I think it's kind of similar to Jebonetta or other even like early versions of Minnix where he just kind of has to slow it down, focus on being safe. But his punishes and stuff, it's all kind of getting there. So that was kind of crazy. Let's see, what else do we have? Nothing too spooky from the looks of it. What the funny thing was, I mean, Westhower and I were kind of just chilling today.
Yeah.
And it was really nice too because we've talked about how fun the cave is as a venue, and it was just kind of nice. It seemed like everyone wasn't really worrying too much about the bracket anyway. Most of the people that
I
I
don't know,
talked to,
man. There were a lot of salty people today, and that itself, 'cause I've been stressed out recently, and everyone being upset stresses me out.
Yeah.
Because I'm outside, and everyone's coming outside, just storming out the door, and they're on their phone. I'm just like,
Yeah.
okay.
I hate when you're stuck in that situation too because you're just like.
Because I'm like, should I? Because like sending to them, like, should I console, or I'm like, all right, why? He got it.
I'm actually low key when somebody's actually upset or frustrated. It's really rare that I get like I'll never pop off or yell or get like super emo about something. I'll hide it, right? I'll be like, almost like Archie or somebody else who's just like, oh yeah, man. You like laugh about it, and then you're like, oh, you're maybe bummed at worst, but like, I'm pretty bad at comforting people after losses. But yeah, I did see a little bit of that.
But otherwise,
I don't know.
Otherwise today, like, it's one of those days. Because as commentators, we are. I think we have Iota trying.
Are you heading out, Iota?
Alrighty.
All right, have a safe trip back, yo.
Take care.
Westhower's gonna hug on behalf of
Alright.
me. So,
But as commentators, we feel at least it's our duty to also to get to know the community, be a part of the community, because we get to know you guys just from looking at your matches, being a part of your matches. Because that's the thing about commentary as well, is we're not just talking over the match. At this point, we're a part of it. Because when you look at the VODs, we're there. And so, like, getting to know everyone and knowing their play styles, and sometimes you just don't want to commentate. You just want to be in the midst of everything.
Yeah.
Just kind of chilling, being a part of the community instead of just talking about it, you know?
Yeah.
So it was like kind of like that day for me.
Yeah, I was feeling kind of a similar way. It's gotten to a point where this is kind of the only weekly that I've prioritized each week to go to. I will mix it in here and there if I have the opportunity. But yeah, I was kind of on the same wavelength. One thing that I like about, I mean, I normally will try to talk to every homie and just person in the venue if I can at least once. I love saying hi. We had a lot of F-Berg people here today too.
Unfortunately, a lot of team kill.
Yeah, a lot of team kills are happening in bracket.
Again.
We had another friendly face that I ran into, Takun.
Yeah.
Happy to see him here at the cave. He's an old school Ike main. I met him while I was in Seattle. Saw him today. Saw Pollo today as well, losing to Cold Weather.
Cold Weather was so happy about that because Pollo has been his demon.
Yeah, and
For
so
a
we
long
finally got
time.
a chance to run it back after all those times. So other crazy things. So we had Beans beating Crits and then in a 2-1 match, but losing it again. He's taken Tengu to game 3. I want to say twice now because that was a run back of the Arcadian. Promea, Tengu, team kill. Pro takes it over Iota, which is pretty typical, and then we see the winner's side victory over Wadi. But that's only winner's bracket Wadi, which is like the first form of like 3 that he goes into.
It's basically a Dragon Ball saga.
Yeah.
Like, you have those few episodes where, it's my first form, my second form, my third form, my fourth form, my perfect fourth form, and then my form when I'm about to die. Oh, you thought I died, but no, I'm still alive.
Yeah, pretty much, and that's how it is with Wadi. Losers bracket was also kind of crazy because it was a pretty stacked cave today. I don't know. I'm trying to think. I heard Van and OJ Wadler was a good match. I don't know if it was on stream or not.
When he told me that they played, I'm like, yo.
I was mad that I missed it. I was like, come on, man. Like,
I heard that it was an unfortunate SD in Game 3, I think, for Van.
Ooh.
And then he brought it back, but it's
Can I shout out somebody? I'm going to shout out a homie as well today. Saturns. Your resident Ness main. That man, and I played Saturns a while ago, and it was kind of whatever. And I didn't really know what to think because the first time that I mostly knew Saturns from being in Twitch chat because he's always just kind of hanging out, just like so many homies that we have in the chat right now. But he came up to me, and it was similar to like Gravity, another person who's in chat today too. A really genuine, nice guy. Love just meeting people in general. But it came up, oh my God, Tweli, like I love your commentary, blah blah blah, and I was like, that's weird. What?
Yeah,
okay.
it does feel
it's a weird feeling
for when that does happen to us because it's like we feel
most
like
of the time. Most of the time, if you're doing commentary right, nobody will ever tell you.
Yeah.
And that's how it goes. That's how you know you might have done a good job. But
that's what I used to tell people. I'm like, when I was pushing at Xanadu, they're like, yo, what did the chat think? They didn't say a thing. I did a good job.
Yep. But it's whatever. But so I played him with Primid. Shout out to Primid as well. I played Flightless and Saturns in doubles last week, and they were whooping us. But we're like kind of at a matchup disadvantage as well. But every time that I've seen him play, he gets wins today off of Senpai, eliminating Senpai, and then Matador as well before losing to Contro, which Contro had played Zerom the day before. He has a lot more Nest practice. But I thought that was a cute little run, beating his homie from GMU, but also the Senpai win was pretty swell.
Yeah, especially with how she's been performing recently.
Yeah. So. Let's see. And then meanwhile, we had another Fredericksburg team kill. Scarlet over disconnected. Scarlet getting the win on Sari. Sariander again. Beats Sci-Fire. Beats Lemon. And then loses to Jeb. Flightless takes out Cold Weather, which I thought was interesting. I heard it was just kind of a crazy witch time last kind of hit. It seemed like Cold Weather had reads.
Yeah, he kept running into his witch times.
It
Having a hard time with buttons.
And speaking of witch time, man, we have Flightless versus Jeb as well. Jeb taking it, and then losing to Iota with that last-second clutch waft that we saw from Iota.
Yep. Iota's so good at that. So
his last-minute kind of breakdowns of the games is wild.
The thing is about Iota, he was happy today. He's like, I'm finally recognized as getting second seed because he's been making those runs, been getting second place here so often.
Yeah.
That I don't get why people still sleep on him.
Yeah.
Because not only does he have a scary Wario that we all know him for, he has scary Lucario, scary Mewtwo. He has a lot of characters in his pocket, man.
Yeah. And then so another person who had a nice little run, Contro, beats Saturns, who was playing hot that day, beats OJ Wadler, which was a good win, and then takes out Tengu, 2-0 Tengu. Tengu maybe still has some work to do on the Ryu matchup. I'm not really sure.
He did lose to a Ryu. Was it last week or the week before?
I don't know. But he 2-0's Poyo, who Poyo took out Archie as well. That was a bit of an upset. Poyo also beating Oshucks. Let's see. He beats 12, Oshucks, Azrael, Mickey, and takes out Archie 2-1. And then loses to Contro. Rags takes it over Contro, and then it's Rags Iota. Iota 2-0's him, which has been run-of-the-mill. Losers Wadi 2-0's Iota, and then is able to get the run back. Able to best the male Corrin, the female Corrin, the Palutena, and then the final male Corrin. It was a nice set. Wadi's Rob just kind of turned it up. And me and Beans were talking about it, too. He kind of got in the Rob zone. And when that happens, it's not fun.
like we say, like, Rob isn't the best character by any means.
But if you play him perfectly, if you play Rob the way that like Wadi's pushed Rob to, it's almost like getting air wobbled. The way he funnels you into a situation. Oh, you tech this way, gyro. You do this, blah, blah, blah. Like, I read you, you get grabbed. Like, oh, you DI this way, you get spiked.
I say this in commentary a lot. I'm always like, with Wadi, you feel like, with certain Robs, sure, I can punish Nair or I can punish a lot of things in the air when he's in neutral. But with Wadi, especially his Nair usage, I feel like I can't do anything.
But speaking of which, though, there was
predict he's going to do it or be perfect on my power shields.
But Promelia was playing really hot today, and one of the things that was the difference maker was his Nair usage.
Yes.
Corrin, by all means, having a great Nair as well. his Nair usage was also really, really good. So I don't know. It was kind of a toss-up. But yeah, as I said, I mean, you've seen it with Puppe. You've seen it with so many other people in our region. They take the first game. Even ZD has the kind of symptom of, I mean, when you play reset Wadi, it's just like it's really rough. And you think about it too. Like you got to be the headspace that you got. Clutch out that situation even with the grand finals.
The thing is in this current situation in the region, I feel that's the best way of beating Wadi if you're going to have a chance of taking the tournament.
Yeah, because you got to get your data.
Because beating him twice is beating him once is already hard enough. So
yep. So anyway, yeah. So that's about it for Runback stuff. Or not like for the show, but just like the highlight of the past locals. As I said, this was normally I have a bit more data and it's a little more crisp or whatever. It wasn't too bad. I was just kind of looking at challenges, giving the people the information that they necessarily needed. Because this is Runback Funback, a little informal. It's a little informal too. I don't think we've previously just kind of talked about it. But any like current topics or anything that you specifically want to talk about?
Well, the topic we kind of had the back burner for a while was especially when. With what Prem's been doing. I told him this was, and that's what the topic is, switch it up. And what I mean by that is like switch it up, what, meaning neutral? Or just, I mean, it could relate to that, but in general, switching up like what you're doing, you know, because sure, you can be putting in so much time into Smash, so much time into really perfecting on what you're trying to do, but you can burn yourself out. And then at that point when you're burned out, like when it comes to learning, you're kind of like your path, whatever the brainwaves or whatever.
Do I have permission to take a phone call?
Go ahead. I can just talk about this. The brainwaves that helps with you learning kind of just burnt.
Hello.
So playing different games really does help with that. And for example, Primid, the person I coach, he's been playing a lot of Overwatch, doing a lot of stuff like that. And the key is to kind of playing a game that's pretty different too. And this only applies if you're really trying to take Smash to the next level or take whatever game you want to take to the next level. So he was playing a lot of Overwatch, not even that much Smash, but just refreshes your mind, and that's really the big deal. And even if it's not another game, just doing something, going outside, maybe even playing some activity with your friends, going out to the movies, to whatever. But just switching up the kind of the schedule you have for trying to get good at Smash. I'm going to say Smash here because this is going to apply to anything you're trying to really get good at. But yeah, because example for this is he's been playing a lot of Overwatch, and then he said, I haven't really touched Smash in like a week, but still getting almost top 8 at the Fantastic that he goes. So I'm just like, okay, Primid. Like
Primid nutty.
Actually, it was the last week's cave, but I'm just like, it really helps, and that's why a lot of people were trying to get into Splatoon 2 when that's coming out.
I'm hyped for Splatoon.
I tell people all the time, like, listen, like, you can get into Overwatch because that's vastly different. It's not a fighting game; it's a shooter. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. You have any thoughts about that at all?
So switch it up. Yeah, switch it up. Switch different games. We talked about the Dragon Ball Z a lot. That new Dragon Ball Z game looks sick. Splatoon 2. Play that. Play some ARMS. Like, switch up your style. Switch up the people that you're talking to. Like, mix it up. Life, the variety is the spice of life. And we're not just talking about halal guys with plenty of flavors that you can add into a combination gyroable, gearable, Rob made stuff. But, like, yeah, just mix it up because, honestly, like, that's look at Wadi. That man mixes it up all the time. He uses a giant KitchenAid blender of just mixing.
And also, like, it's different for everyone too, because, like you said, because a lot of people like, oh man, I'm not doing good at Smash, and they'll play a different game. That can be like a pretty casual-esque game, kind of like Destiny. You could play Sims for crying out loud, or you could go to another hardcore game, kind of like Overwatch, kind of like League, maybe even like a game like Gears, where it's even still high APM. But it's just a different feel, a different atmosphere than the game you're trying to really put your time in.
Yeah, and honestly, like, me and West, like, I feel like when Splatoon comes out, when we have a couple other games that are on the spotlight, if we start streaming more, which, by the way, we shouted out kind of earlier on stream, but Party in a Box, Beans, he has good streams where he mixes up, plays some Sunshine this week. But, yeah, like, what's even funnier, too, is we were talking with, while we were at Halal Guys, which, by the way, I'm glad we sold you on Halal Guys Zero. Make sure to tell them that we recommended you. when we were there because we're trying to use discount code Halal15 so that we get a cut of it. That'll happen one day. Maybe. Take my word for it.
I mean, it says it's right there, man.
It's right there. But anyway.
Hello, guys.
So I think we're talking with Cold Weather and Mickey. We're talking with Mickey. He just returned. He mixed it up. He went to the West Coast. Yeah. He went to Nairo Saga and E3. He said Mario Odyssey was dope. But it was funny, too. I had this, like, epiphany while we're in Halal Guys, which is the place to have epiphanies. And I was like, oh, yeah. Like,
either it's Halal Guys or the shower, man.
That's my two places, my two favorite places. But, yeah, so I was just like, oh, yeah, like, we're smashers. We all like video games. You know, we can talk about video games. Or you could just talk about real life. Or you can talk about, like, I don't know, cats. Or we saw a really cute puppy earlier today.
Oh, my God. That German, I think it was a German Shepherd.
It was a German Shepherd. It was adorable. Like, we mixed it up today, too. Starbucks was closed. And so we went to this nice, I don't know what the name of it.
Gathering Grounds.
Gathering Grounds. Oh, my God. I had a nice double shot of espresso. Had some nice coffee as well. But that was enjoyable. Talked with a cute barista.
And she saw our parkour.
We parkoured too. We mixed it up there too. So yeah, I don't know, man. Life is short. Like you got to mix it up. That's the secret.
Yeah, because like I said, you can switch it up or mix it up on
Switch.
Yeah, that was his thing. on things and just refreshing your mind, but also in general, like I was saying earlier, instead of getting the huge at Applebee's or B-Dubs.
Okay, maybe B-Dubs. I think our customers go to better restaurants than Applebee's. Yeah. Unless you're Jeb. In that case, it doesn't matter. It has chicken tenders.
Exactly, man. But like, because normally my huge at IHOP, for example, is the Belgian waffle, and instead of the sausage and egg, I like to get bacon and hash browns with cheese and onions.
Yeah.
But sometimes, I like to mix it up and get the egg patty melt, man. Like,
yeah. Whatever you got to do.
Like just to keep things interesting.
Yeah.
It can just be with anything. Because that's the thing, because when you try new things, that can lead into other things.
Okay.
And just like, because I know for me in Gears, for some reason, it helps me out just kind of thinking more in quicker situations, in very high-tense, stressful situations, and putting that into Smash. Granted, I don't really compete anymore, but when I'm playing friendlies and I'm trying to play, say even in matchmaking servers or even with people that want seriously, so like me and Tengi are probably going to do after this run back.
Of course.
It helps me out with that because there's a lot of high-tense situation in a high last stock, last hit situation where anyone could take it and you got to make that right decision.
Yep. Oh, and then so one thing that you'll probably be seeing week as I set up my own Twitch IRL stream. No games because I'm not able to mix it up because I don't have the monies required. But I do have a webcam. I have a microphone, and I have a lot of heart and a lot of things that I want to talk about. Well, one thing that WesTweli and I experienced today that I do want to talk about, because we said we were going to blow up this lady on stream. It's me, Azriel, my homie Takun, that I've seen in forever.
Hey, question. What do you guys meet girls?
That's basically what do you mean a lady girls? Comes up to us and says,
what do you mean girls?
Yeah, like you guys go to the cave, right? And this dude gave it away with his nice T-shirt. Yeah, my son goes to the cave, but like, where do you guys meet girls? My son was just at E3, and there was girls everywhere. But I go in there, and there's no girls, and I was just like,
it was like, what really bugged me out was like we're in a circle, like kind of a little homie circle.
Yeah, and she breaks into our circle.
No, but like she's just like hocus pocus stuff, and you're like,
yeah,
like
she was like this, like,
what
mom.
do you mean girls? I'm like,
she was this mom who was like
it was so random. Like we're having I forgot what we were talking about. We were talking about, I don't know, say for example, Luigi's neutral, blah blah.
Yeah, she's
a combo game, and then
we thought. So she was definitely probably tipsy, but we thought she was just like.
I didn't smell any alcohol on her. I don't know.
Maybe she's crazy. That's even worse. But we thought it's like, oh, sometimes whenever Wes and I were talking about, we'll have like random girls from like the local bar. Maybe. But we have random girls from the local bars yell at us and, like, maybe hit on us. We don't know because we're too busy gaming or whatever. But she's like, what you need to do is, where do you be? And we're like, I don't know, man. We've all had, we're either dating somebody or we've already had girlfriends or we're just kind of busy at the moment. Shame on us or something, right?
I literally told her straight up. I was like, look, like, we go here to not really deal with that.
Yeah, and we only go there one day a week.
We don't go there looking for girls. And granted, a lot of this community is so diverse. A lot of people are into girls. So, I mean, girls may not be their jam. So it's like, I don't want to go into that.
Yeah.
Because I don't know. I didn't want to start a whole thing in case she disagree with that or anything. I don't want to be like, RK woman, or regardless of that.
In case you do disagree with that, nah, man. At this point, the thing is about, okay, so even bigger than that, even bigger than girls or whatever, the Smash community to me is such an open and inclusive place for all sorts of people.
Yeah.
And so, like, to just have some, like, outsider mom of all people come in and be like, I know you're having fun, good, clean fun, hanging out with people from all over the place, being social on your one day a week because you're working and you have a bunch of other things in your life, you know. But, like, she comes in with, like, the straight-up judgment, and she's like,
And she tried to say, "Oh, I'm not judging you guys, but I'm judging you guys."
yeah, and we're just like, it was just so random. Like, what's crazy is I literally,
It was so random.
like, I don't know, man. Like, I guess to be fair,
And then we were roasting the hell out of her, like, because we were going to Starbucks. We're just like, we're tilted.
we were
Like,
we were so bad.
tweaked.
Get out
Like,
of here with
the
your
whole mental
judgment.
state was this way. Like,
I literally was just on stream talking with a girl who was calling me trying to hang out tonight, and I was like, sorry, Smash Brothers, you know. I skipped Anvil 100. Or no, I skipped out on 2 girls that were trying to scheme and hang out with me because I was like, nah, fam, Anvil 100. And they were like, look, man, I broke up with the girl because of Smash Bros. 2. Bad examples. But at the same time, I was like, if she ain't hip with the vision, whatever. And then guess what?
You gotta do stuff for yourself, man.
The girl
Like,
just called me up, new wifey, right?
This is a very memey song. I don't know if
This
it's
is
here.
bum,
but-
bum,
Dun,
bum,
dun,
bum,
dun,
bum,
dun.
bum, 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 bum. We need like sing-along lyrics that jump across the stream.
All right.
Dun,
All right.
dun, dun, dun. Anyway, but yeah, like, so I don't know. I was just like really not offended, but just like upset at like the idea of this lady who was just talking about stuff. It was just annoying because like to me it's just such like a nice safe bubble in which I can just like not think about girls, not think about like all the dumb like there's a time and place for everything, and sometimes there's a time to just like hang out and not really care about anything. And I was just really like, it was just the most random thing that I had, like the most random Pokemon encounter that I've experienced in my entire time sitting outside of the cave Fairfax.
No, seriously, like we're walking in the tall grass and then
Annoying mom appeared.
Dun, dun, dun,
Throws out a
Dun,
question, where are the
dun,
girls?
dun.
And you're like, what?
dun, 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 dun.
I'm in the Pokeball, like struggling, like what's happening? Like, anyway, so yeah, that was a random encounter. Any other just things that we want to talk about for this kind of out of the norm runback funback that we've been having?
Oh, I guess we could check the Ask WesTweli. I don't know if you guys set anything in, but if you guys want to ask
I
anything
checked it. There wasn't anything.
in the chat, go ahead and do that.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I've just been having. I'm really happy with just while I'm just kind of
This
stalling.
makes you want to shuffle so bad.
Don't.
All right. If you guys don't know, I'm like before Smash and before really gaming, I was a huge like raver. You caught me with the fat pants on. This is more house shuffling, but I was definitely in there. Catch me at SmashCon. Hopefully something like that happens at SmashCon. Because those Day Zero event with all the music. Let's go. And I really do wish I was at the Civil War block parties, man. Because I would be going in.
So apparently, I have a damsel in distress. I don't know.
You want to talk about this on stream?
Yep. Okay. Hey, Tim, are you awake? Okay, yes, please let me know when you're leaving. This is very bad. As I said, normally I don't get calls from her late at night. I got to go home and give Beans a place to stay, but, like, I'm trying to save this girl because if it's very bad, I don't know.
If it's not a three-way. All right, I'm sorry. Anyways,
Anyway, thank you so much, guys, for tuning in to the Runback with WesTweli, a fun place to shine a spotlight on the community. I am Super Tweli. This is Westhower. I'm not actually Super Tweli, but that's my Twitter handle. You can follow me there. You can follow him at Westhower. You can follow TGC _Panda as well. Our person who's behind this Crisp. He set up like this beautiful overlay in a matter of 2
always
seconds.
improving the studio.
Speaking of improvements, we may have a special aesthetic improvement appearing next week. Who knows? You can follow me also. I've been in chat or whatever. You can follow me.
It's not a significant other. That's why he's doing it, and he's memeing about it.
No, I don't really care. So anyway, yeah. So you can follow me on Twitch as well at Super Tweli. I will be having some informal Tweli talks or whatever. Thank you, Zero. Zero gets our MVP homie of the week. Honestly, I've enjoyed having you in chat. You've been vocal. You've been chilling. Shout out to Caveman Charlie, always doing it. Shout out to Beans.
Caveman Charlie's actually doing his thing now.
Yeah, he's doing his thing. Crits, our special guest, was a pleasure to commentate with him as well, and it's just been a pleasure finally being back after a long vacation.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for sticking with
Yeah,
it.
these are coming back and they're coming back strong. No more short 30-minute or 0.5 episodes. This is a real episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed running it back for the Runback of the Runback.
The Runback of the Runback, fun back. So anyway, all right, it has been real, y'all.
All right, you guys come catch us next week and catch the Cave next week. Starting doubles at 7:30. Stream should start around that time as well.
And don't forget to show Melee some love on Mondays.
Definitely on Mondays.
So.
If you guys like the the monthly should be July 7th, something like that.
Yeah,
it might be the same week as Evo, honestly.
And who knows? There may or may not be a monthly on Saturday that WesTweli and I may show up.
Yeah, the Xanadu monthly. We're definitely showing it out.
So yeah.
The what? All right, so
22nd.
Yeah, guys, if you want to show up to the Caves monthly, July 22nd, definitely come out to that. We're trying to revive that. There's gonna be
and there's gonna be pizza.
Free pizza. If you
no
guys don't want
excuse
free pizza,
not to go.
No excuse.
No excuse.
Who doesn't like pizza, man?
So anyway, mix it up, switch it up, do whatever you got to do.
Now, if we're halal guys, then if you guys weren't coming, I would actually I wouldn't be mad because
we'll cater halal,
but I would be mad.
It'll happen. But
anyways,
stream has been real. I'm going to rescue a non-significant other. So
all right, WesTweli, signing out. Catch us next week, guys.
Thank you as always.
Tournament.